Hello, everybody. I want to make a video explaining what happens to your down payment. There's some confusion on that. People are asking, last year I paid a down payment. Why am I having to pay one again? Every year at the beginning of a new insurance policy, whatever money you paid up before is used up. And at the beginning of a new policy, we have to make a new down payment to the insurance company. Now, this down payment works similar to when you buy a house, for example. If you buy a $100,000 house and you pay $20,000 down payment, you're left with $80,000, which is then split up into monthly payments. Well, similarly, if we have an insurance policy which costs, let's say, $7,000, and you have a, let's say, $1,000 down payment, that means the remaining $6,000 is broken up into 52 weekly payments. So you're paying $115 per week in this example. This means that if you did not have that down payment, your weekly payments would have been $135 per week. So that's saving you $20 per week because you paid that large amount up front. Why do we collect that? We collect that because the insurance company requires us to pay roughly 20% down when we start a new policy every year. So in our case, our policy expires in November of every year. So November of every year, we have to pay 20% of the total cost of the premium, which is the total cost with the amount of drivers we have is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have to pay 20% of that. We collect that amount from the drivers. We pay it to the insurance company. The rest we pay monthly. We collect it from the drivers weekly. So at the same time, what this means, if you, let's say you start your policy in November and 6 months from now you leave BH Express, what happens to your down payment? You get a portion, a prorated amount back. So if you pay, let's say, $1,000 down payment to start the policy, and you leave BH Express 6 months from now, that does not mean that you're going to get $1,000 back. That's not how this works. It's not a security deposit. I think some people are understanding this same way like a security deposit. When you get an apartment, you pay a security deposit of $1,000. When you terminate your lease, you get that money back. That is not how this works. This is a down payment. It goes towards the total amount you owe for the insurance. The rest of the amount then is broken up into weekly or monthly payments. In your guys' case, we deducted weekly from your policy. But if you leave BH Express, 4 months, 6 months, a year from now, or whatever, you get a prorated amount back. So we send you a payslip which shows the total cost of insurance. We send you how much you paid, including the down payment plus your weekly payments. We show you how much is owed based on how long you had our insurance, and then we show you any amount that we owe you back. Okay. But again, make sure you understand that down payment is not a security deposit, which then you get back if everything goes well. That's not what it is. The down payment, just like when you buy a house, just like when you buy a car and you put some money down, that is subtracted from the total amount you owe for that, for that product. So again, in this case, your insurance cost is $7,000 per year, and you pay $1,000 down. That means you're paying $1,000 up front. The rest of the $6,000 is split up into weekly payments. Had you not paid that down payment, weekly payment would have been higher, right? We have to collect it from to pay the insurance company, 50, 20, 25% down, depending on the year. I hope that answers your questions. If anybody is live and if anyone has a question they want to type on here, I believe that you guys have a way of submitting your questions. I'll be more than happy to try to answer. Otherwise, I will share the link to this video, and then everybody can watch it afterwards. I don't see any questions coming in, so I'll end it there. Thank you all. I hope I've done a decent job at explaining this.